Hi, this is Ben Fanning over at benfanning.com. Today I'm going to share with you 5 tips for better productivity and better rest on the road. Now, the number one issue I think a lot of us face as business travelers on the road is something that I'm going to share with you this morning. And I'm revealing here this problem right here, which is my hotel room is on a major thoroughfare and you can kind of hear the noise. Now, it's kind of early here, so it doesn't really sound like a lot, but let me tell you, last night about midnight there was plenty of action going on out there and I was trying to get some sleep. So thank goodness I'm going to offer you this first tip that I always take advantage of when I'm on business travel, and that is the white noise app for my cell phone. You may use earplugs, sure, that's fine, no big deal, but I know and you know that sleeping in earplugs is not that comfortable when you're tossing and turning every night, because you got to, it's kind of blocking in your ear and they come out and you wake up and your ears are hurting. This white noise app, if you put it by sort of near your head, it blocks out a lot of this. And these white noise apps have all kinds of different sounds you can use. I like the brown noise sound on a lot of these white noise apps. It's kind of like a lower level white noise sound, and it's extremely helpful. Now, the second biggest challenge I would say a lot of us face on the road is the curse of the ambient light, because there's so much ambient light in these hotel rooms. Even if they got blackout curtains, they've got other things that actually let light in. First of all, of course, you can see this kind of inexpensive alarm clock over here that they put in. I unplug it because that thing glows like crazy at night. But one of the things I do, and you may laugh at this, but this has been a big help, is I always take this sleep mask. I've been using this for a long time, and this one's sort of a higher end one, believe it or not. It's a Tempur-Pedic sleep mask, kind of like the bed, and it forms your face, and it's really, really comfortable, and it looks really, really silly. So I'm just trying it on here just to show you. I won't do it for long, but it's not really that attractive, and my wife gets a real kick out of that one, believe me. The third one is it really spicing up your meals on the road, because there's so much junk food and just yucky stuff, and it's so tempting to reach for that bag of Oreos. So what I like to do is, before I leave, I go to like Earth Fare or Whole Foods or something like that, or even Publix, to get some cool, kind of try out some new health food. And a lot of this stuff doesn't taste good, but a lot of it actually does. This is pretty good. Nicole's Nutty Goodness. Another one is Go Macro Bar. I've never even tried this one yet, but I'm going to try it later today, and kind of excited to do that. I've already eaten this Warrior Food stuff that I really recommend. That stuff was fantastic. And I probably never would have tried it at home, but because I'm on business travel, I use it as a chance to try new things. The next thing is a tip that I picked up from Chris Brogan and Rob Hatch over at chrisbrogan.com. And it's called Put Success in Your Way. Pretty simple tip. But one of the things I find is, like, throughout the week, I may be energized and sort of excited to work out on day one, and as the week goes on and I get kind of more tired, my reserve gets low and I work out a lot less. So what I do is every day I take my gym clothes out of my bag and I put them right by the door. As you can see here, here's the door, boom, here's the clothes and my shoes. And I put them right by the door, because I'm much more likely to work out if I get them out of my bag and by the door, so you can't miss them. They're like just sitting right there. Number 5, the last tip, is MP3 player. Now, this is a really inexpensive one. Apple iPod Shuffle I've had for years. It's so trusty. Just like a lot of Apple products, this thing is practically unbreakable. And I use this on airplane rides, but also use it working out, or if I'm just going to go, head into the hotel area here and just kind of relax a little bit. I take my MP3 player and I load it up with podcasts. And by the way, I've got a podcast that you might be interested in too. That's over at benfanning.com/iTunes. You can check it out there. It's a dose of inspiration, motivation, humor for your workday. But going back to what I do on mine is I listen a lot to entrepreneur podcasts, to business workplace podcasts. So you might want to check out news shows. But I load up my MP3 player on it because I know I have a lot of time and travel by myself to actually listen to something like that, whereas at home I might not. And so I use it a chance to explore new podcasts when I'm on the road, and it makes my trip infinitely better. So those have been 5 tips to really re-energize your work, increase your productivity, and better your rest while you're on the road. And I'll quickly review them for you. Number 1, was to use a white noise app on your phone as opposed to earplugs. Number 2 is to get a sleep mask to block out all ambient light. Number 3 is to get really cool and interesting snacks to travel with you on the road that you can see, so you can try new things that are hopefully healthy, but you can have some that aren't. Let me know how those go. Number 4, put success in your way when it comes to your workout. Have your workout clothes right beside the door. And number 5, take an MP3 player, load it up with some cool tunes or podcasts to enjoy, and it makes your trip much better. So if you like this, feeling a little inspired, go to benfanning.com, sign up for my weekly newsletter, and I'll send more your way. Thanks.